Picture this: you pour yourself a refreshing beer, anticipate that first delightful sip, but instead of rich malt and hops, your taste buds are hit with a harsh, sharp tang. It is surprisingly similar to vinegar. What is going on? That distinct sour, vinegary taste in beer is primarily caused by a type of bacteria known as acetobacter. These microscopic organisms are notorious for turning alcohol into acetic acid, which is the very chemical compound that gives vinegar its characteristic flavor. Now, why do these bacteria target our beloved beer? Well, acetobacter thrive in environments where there is both alcohol and oxygen. Think of it as their ideal buffet. In beer, if there is too much exposure to air after fermentation, or if sanitation is not absolutely perfect, these bacteria can sneak in and multiply rapidly. They then feast on the alcohol present in the beer, converting it into acetic acid. This process, often called acetification, happens relatively quickly once the conditions are right, essentially spoiling the beer by creating that unwanted sharp taste. This is why brewers go to great lengths to minimize oxygen exposure during packaging and storage. Common culprits for introducing acetobacter include poor seals on bottles or kegs, unsanitized brewing equipment, or even tiny fruit flies that can carry these bacteria and contaminate your brew. It really highlights the precision required in the brewing process. To avoid this vinegary surprise, always ensure your brewing equipment is thoroughly cleaned and sanitized. For commercial beers, proper storage away from extreme temperatures and ensuring the bottle caps or conceals are intact can help prevent oxygen ingress. If you notice a beer tastes unusually sharp or has a strange film, it is best to err on the side of caution and not consume it. Interestingly, while accidental acetification is a flaw, some traditional beer styles actually embrace a controlled version of this process. Think of the complex sour notes in a Flanders red ale, a Rodenbach, or certain Belgian lambics. These styles deliberately introduce specific wild yeasts and bacteria, often including a controlled amount of acetobacter, to create their signature tartness and depth of flavor. In these cases, it is a deliberate art, carefully managed over months or even years, not a mistake. It is about balancing the acidity with other flavors to achieve a truly unique and intentional drinking experience, differentiating it entirely from accidental spoilage. Understanding that vinegary taste often points to acetobacter helps us appreciate the delicate balance of brewing and the importance of preventing unwanted invaders. It allows us to recognize when a beer is truly flawed versus when it is a deliberate, expertly crafted sour style, ensuring every pour is exactly the experience you are looking for.